All right, ready? Get it, baby. Okay. Shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
If we come in week and week out, prophesy the destruction of America. But first and foremost, we're going to give all praise and honor and glory to
who?
Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushai, by Hashem, HaKadosh. And that honor to the apostle, elders, and great minister on the bishop that's preaching his 100% truth in 4 winds. Shalom.
Shalom.
All right. You know, we're going to go into a topic. All right. It's high time for the wisdom about to sleep. So you need to get this knowledge and wisdom understanding why it's near and it's being found. All right. So we need to get built up. All right. Into the scriptures and the most holy faith. So we won't go into the perils of this world. All right. That the Lord is going to bestow on the planet Earth. All right. Run that piece about, brother.
We're going to go through the perils, but through the perils, we want to be comforted.
All
right. This is Baruch 4:28. For as it was your mind to go astray from Yahweh Hashem Yahushai.
Right. We're going astray. All right. Thinking it's okay to follow what? The laws and statutes commandments that Esau Edom. All right. Following the ways of this world. You know, it tells you that in Jeremiah 10:1, it tells you following not the ways of the heathen. All right. So it tells you not to go astray. All right. You're supposed to what? Follow the law, statutes, commandments to the best of your ability. So you can be saved and out of this peril that's going to befall. Go ahead.
So being returned, seek him 10 times more.
Being returned, all right. Knowing the name, first and foremost, knowing who you are. All right. Knowing who you are, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, according to the scripture, you are Israelites. All right. So know who you are, and then knowing the names of the Lord, who the enemy called God is Yahweh, and who the enemy called Jesus Christ is Yahweh Shai. All right. So you've got to seek him 10 times more. Go ahead.
For he that hath brought these plagues upon you shall bring you everlasting joy with your salvation.
Right, because we live in it. Look how we live it. This is not our rest. All right? This is not our rest. So all these perils that we're befalling, that we're going through, all right, being what subject payment to the so-called white man, all right? You know, gotta bust our ass and eat, trying to rule over us. All right, paying child support, you know, but we still have to what? Read.
Take a good heart, O Jerusalem, for he that gave thee that name will comfort thee.
He's going to comfort us, all right? But we got to get what? Give me Jude 1:20.
This is Jude 1:20. But ye, beloved,
elect, he's talking to his elect men.
Building up yourselves on your most holy faith.
Get built up on your most holy faith. All right? Because the times we're coming in, you know, hey, this year's coin, what? This coin?
The hopeful year that all prophecies
come to pass. And you can clearly see that it's going to happen through the spirit and the power of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai. All right? Every day you look on the news feed, you got mass death going throughout the planet Earth. Famines. All right? Go ahead.
Can I and to back you up, the scripture that's in, I want to say that's in Matthew, where it says that he's going to speed up the time. It has a like a meme or whatever you call those things is going around saying from January 1st to January 17th or 18th, it feels like 3 minutes. So the world is feeling the Lord speeding these times up. The time is being sped up for prophecy's sake, for the elect's sake, man.
Yeah, that's right. It says that's what prayer it says it's that set upon the time of the Lord is visiting the earth, visiting the world which he made. You know? So that's the time we're in. So you have to get built up because it's gonna come a time where this knowledge and wisdom understanding is not gonna be found on the planet Earth. The Lord he's gonna take it from the planet Earth. All right? Yeah, brother.
Isaiah 33:6 says, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time.
And that's exactly what we're coming to time. We're coming to that time where this knowledge and wisdom understanding is going to be stability to you when all hell breaks loose. All right? You got something you want to say, bro?
It says, and strength and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. So it says, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy tongue, and strength of thy salvation. So the thing is that a PhD is not going to do anything for you. A bachelor's degree and an associate's degree is not going to do anything for you. Because when you read 1 Corinthians, the 3rd chapter, it tells you that wisdom of this world is foolish to the Most High. Right. So the wisdom of this world is foolish to the Most High. What is held in the eyes of the Most High is, wisdom. This book, because he says he's in the volume of the book that has written nothing. So therefore, what the wisdom of this, because the accounts of old, like when men were put in sticky situations, okay, you had the integrity of men, who was being tested at the time. They held their integrity. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, the children of Moses, had the children of Israel between Pharaoh and the Red Sea, the brothers, the 7 brothers and the mother, okay, the Maccabees. You had all of these things that happened in the planet Earth, and what they held fast to, the wisdom of the Lord. You gotta go.
That goes into King David, right? That's the 1 Samuel, the 21st chapter. When he was fleeing from King Saul, he had fast on what the Lord was with him.
Right, and when you go to the Book of Psalms, David was getting it in. David was supping with the Lord. David was meditating. David was, crying out to the Lord. You know what I'm saying? And what he held fast to, because think about the situation. Think about these niggas now today. They get in sticky situations and they don't have anything. All they got is they feminized emotion. They got they got their homeboys telling them to do some off shit. They got their woman in their ear beating them down even more. And then think about the middle of the Lord. What we got is hope. Because we are saved by hope. By what? That's Romans 8:24. We are saved by hope, man. Okay, right. we got hope in this thing. Okay, but that's going into what you being built up and establishing that relationship with Yahweh Ba'ashim and Yahweh Shah in this day and time. Because when the game time comes, you're not gonna have time to work upon your layup. Okay, you're not gonna have time to lace up your boots, man. Okay, Esau is coming with it, man. Okay, yeah.
And you're not gonna be able to learn this knowledge.
That's right.
All right, the reason we're able to learn this knowledge is because the Most High has raised up men to bring forth his criteria. All right, during this grace period, what gets you right and what cleanses you is the word and brothers teaching this doctrine. Brothers are not about to be teaching this doctrine for long. All right, this devil is about to start censoring. I'm about to bring out this clip from WFB Channel News down here. All right, it says what you need to know about TikTok. Know about Louisiana TikTok ban. I'm gonna get the last paragraph. Officials with the State Department say the FBI believes TikTok poses a national security threat. Adding the data collected by the Chinese-owned software can be manipulated or used to manipulate its users. This vast amount of users are here in America. So, how do you manipulate America? By bringing certain information out that you don't want the inhabitants of the land to get. All right. So what's the main thing this government don't want to go for? This doctrine we're teaching. Now they can use China and say what China is doing or manipulating. China don't have no play on the minds of America. Because guess what? Wickedness goes out from Babylon, baby. This place plays on the minds of the Chinese, of anything, so-called Chinese. All right. But on TikTok, you got people, you got whistleblowers, these truthers, and then you got brothers on there, bringing out the truth of the scripture, because you got a few brothers I see on there, all right? And the same thing is going to be a domino effect for YouTube and these other places, man. All right? They want to censor what's going out to you Americans. They don't want you to hear about the crimes America committed in this time. Right now, what's the criteria America is putting in their school? That the slaves was indentured servants. You see, they switching up. They trying to hide their bloody past.
They call the slaves immigrants now.
Yeah, they're calling them immigrants and shit. So with them trying to hide their bloody past, they don't want guys that's out here telling the truth. No, this is why happened. This is why we're angry. All right, because the Lord, He wants you to suffer for things that were done in the past. How you said in the book of Ecclesiastes, that precept, the Lord, He requires that which is past. All right, so they don't want nobody to bring out the past. They don't want you to bring out the historical facts. So you got us out here bringing out historical facts, pointing them through the scriptures and telling them how it links up with prophecy and what's going to happen before it happens. All right, that's what that's what they want the Americans not to see and hear. They want a nation of goy, a nation of people that can't think intellectually or critically. All right, they want just copper top. That's it. All right, they don't want nobody using free thought. They can think past go. You take it. This is our way. They want to be a dictator. They want this nation to be ran by a dictatorship. All right, and they're going to turn it into a totalitarian society governed by draconian laws. And you're going to get down with what they say or die. All right, so us bringing out this knowledge is not going to be forever because they're going to deem us public enemy number one. Anybody that's saying something against this government. All right, they're going to deem us domestic terrorists. All right, you had to preach up.
Yeah, I got something to bring out. And this goes also why Americans wouldn't want a foreign app to flourish in America. This is the definition of social engineering. In the context of information security, social engineering is the psychological manipulation of people into performing actions or divulging confidential information. So when you go and you sign up for TikTok, you have to give all your personal information. You have to give your birth date and all these different criteria. And on top of that, what you're doing is when these trends come out, when these different things that they follow come out, they want to be the author of these things. They don't want China to come up with their own ideas. They don't want them to come up with their own trends. They don't want them to come out with their own it goes back to ideas. It goes back to ideas and it goes back to trains of thought. Okay? Esau wants to be in total control of your mind. He doesn't give a goddamn about your body because that's low level. He wants to be in control of your mind. And he doesn't want he doesn't want a nation outside of himself to have influence over your mind. And it also goes back to information. Okay? So with TikTok, what it does is it has systems incorporated within it that can predict behavior based on the action that the users are exhibiting. Okay, they're doing things that Esau Edom does, and Esau Edom is like, nah, hell nah, we're not doing that not over here. Do that shit over there. We don't even want you doing it in your own land, not over here. It goes back into social engineering. Hip hop came from social engineering. Rap came from social engineering. Pulling your pants and sagging them on the ground came from social engineering. Getting into it with your fellow brother and shooting him in his face comes from social engineering. Getting into it with another nation and patching it up comes from social engineering, man. Esau doesn't push through rap to shoot police officers. Tupac made a couple of songs about that, but they shut it down. Okay, they push out the desired behaviors that they want to come from their subjects, man.
Right. That's why we're supposed to get built up on our holy faith. Right? Because we're not ignorant of Satan's devices.
That's all beautiful,
right?
Beautiful.
You in, bro?
All right, look, this is an article. It's actually two articles. But first, I'm gonna read this. I looked it up. All right, this is the First Amendment. This is the First Amendment in simple terms. The First Amendment guarantees freedoms concerning religion, expression, assembly, and right to petition. Okay. So now look, I'm gonna go to this article, and I'm about to take it and I'm about to put it in the chat, the live chat. I just put it in the live chat. it says WEF globalists in Davos. They just met in Davos. They had these, the elites just met in Davos. You know, for these globalists just met in Davos. They had a meeting. You know, it says announce implementation of laws criminalizing hate speech coming soon. So they consider this truth as hate speech because it goes against their agenda. Okay, so this is why they're going to censor everything. And if you're caught saying anything like this, you know, it's basically you can be penalized for it. So I'm
if I could see, because that's why you got a lot of conspiracy theorists. They getting sued.
like they did with that guy Alex Jones. But that was just a play though. That was a play to shut down, you know, other so-called conspiracy theories. Okay, but I'm gonna read the first two paragraphs of this article. It says, in order to ensure a successful global transformation, which is going into what the NWO, the New World Order, into full-fledged tyranny and fascism, the First Amendment to the United States Constitution has to go. According to European Commission Vice President, I can't pronounce that. I'm not even going to try to. All right. The second paragraph says, speaking at the World Economic Forum annual meeting in Davos, Switzerland, this week, Jourava announced that the United States will soon pass laws to criminalize hate speech, which will effectively stamp out free speech once and for all. So if that's not going into censorship, I don't know what it is. Okay? So what they're going to do is try to stop this word. And you see what they're going to do first and foremost, they got to attack what this word coming out at, the internet. Right? Okay? They got to attack what the word coming out at. See, that's when it's going to bring to what? Going into like the family of the word. All right? Now look, I'm going to read the title of this. I'm not going to get into the article, but I'm going to read the title of the article, and I will put it in the text. It says, Davos elites warn that disinformation is an essential threat to their influence. Okay? It says disinformation. They might as well say, you Hebrew Israelite. Okay? You are a threat to our democracy. Okay? You are a threat to the New World Order, which we are, because we coming out boasting in righteousness of the Lord, and they coming out boasting on the left-hand side. Okay? It's always been that since, you know, the garden. It's always been there. You know, because what? Cain slew Abel, right? Cain had a problem with Abel. You see? But the thing here nowadays, Esau know who he is now. Well, Esau know that we know who he is. So now all that comes with what? The exposure of him.
Right.
Go ahead, brother.
This is Jeremiah 49:10. It says, but I have made Esau bare.
Right. The Lord has made Esau bare. Go into that word bare, brother.
And when I put it getting that, the same news articles you bringing out, it had the same thing, but it said somebody in an interview brought out the New World Order, and it caused it caused a controversy on the internet.
Well, you see what it is that whole economic, that whole WEF, that whole economic reform, that's all about the New World Order. All right, because they're making provisions and plans to bring up on the masses of youth. You got it. You got that word in?
Yeah. It says to strip off, lay bare, make bare. It says to draw, skim, to take from the surface.
All right. So what we're doing is peeling back all those veils. Matter of fact, real quick, Robert Kushar, if you don't mind, Isaiah 25:6. I believe that's what it is. What's happening is that, you know, everybody walking around this joint, you know what I'm saying, living their day to day. Now people are questioning, why the hell does he look like that? Everybody around here got pigmentation. Why does he look like that? All right, why is y'all lying about this? You know, why did y'all lie about the image of the Lord? Well, why is the food like this? You know, why is it things like, why is the black community attacked? You know what I'm saying? So it's being stripped down that this devil is the devil. Go ahead, brother. You got that? Anybody put that Isaiah 25:6? No, you keep what you got.
I got it. No, I got it.
You know what I'm saying?
25:6. The mountain?
Yeah.
Okay. And in this mountain shall the Lord of hosts make unto all people a feast of fat things, a feast of wines on the leaves.
No. It's the one where it says, go back to Baal. Yeah. Going into the veil being pulled back.
Covering
cast.
Okay, I got you.
7. 25 and 7.
I'm about to grab that. Hey, that's it. Isaiah 25 and 7.
I said 6.
Yep, it was going to go into it.
Go ahead.
But we're going to start at 7. And he will destroy in this mountain. Well, yeah, we can start at 7. And he will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast over all people.
See, everybody's waking up to this devil. Everybody go, even his own, even Esau is waking up to eat. You know, I hear this eat all the time saying white people trash. I agree with you.
The tongue's falling on his own tongue falling.
Your own tongue is falling up on yourself. And so the simple fact that he's getting mad because he's being exposed. All right, he's being made bare. That's all I wanted on that, brother.
Yeah, veil. Yeah, let's get that veil.
Go ahead.
And the veil that is spread over all nations.
Right. So the veil that is spread all over the nations, man, because people are realizing that, hey, man, these are the children of Israel.
And let's get that veil that's scattered all over nations. Somebody get Revelation 20, the 7. I think deceive the nation.
Be loose for a time.
Huh?
Be loose for a time.
I know what you want. I'm gonna grab that. Y'all brothers, grab that. Like brother say, you know what I want.
Yeah, bring it up.
I still got more on that, Jim.
All right, I'm gonna let you finish.
Let's go to Revelation 20 and 10. I'm perceiving this what the other want. Matter of fact, this is what the other want, man. And the devil that deceived them was cast into the lake of fire and brimstone with the beast and the false.
No. Go up a little farther.
It's a lot.
Well, what's 7?
It's 7.
Yeah, go to 7.
7. All right. The 7. And when the 1,000 years are expired, Satan shall be loosed out of his prison.
All right, the 1,000 years have expired. It expired in the 1400s. And now he's loosed out of his prison. Now, what did the Lord loose him out of his prison to do? Bring it out.
Okay. And he shall go out to deceive the nation.
That's that covering cast. That's that veil. All right. And what is he doing? He's spreading democracy. He's spreading freakazoidism. 2 men can marry. 2 women can marry. A woman can abort a child. He's what else? What are some other things?
Democracy.
Gender equality.
Moism.
Moism to the max. Give them rights. Give the alphabet.
Universalism.
Universalism.
Virgin birth.
All right. Now he's seeing people blowing whistles on him and saying, look, this is wicked. This is evil. All right. And when he's seeing that, he's like, all right, I don't want to be exposed. All of my deceit, my trickery, and my wizardry, I'm getting exposed. We got to stop this shit. So, and look, this is what happened in ancient time past. This is what he's about to do in the coming days. This is First Maccabees 1 and 44. For the king had set out litters by. No. Let me start. I'm gonna start at verse 41. Moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one. You see, and that's what he's going to do in these modern times. He's going to reboot the system and bring in another government infrastructure. Okay? So guess what it's going to do? You're not going to have this free speech. You're not going to be able to come out and teach the scripture. All right? When he reboot, he's going to reboot the money system. But when he reboot the money system, he's not even going to censor no more. All right? What he's going to do is just, like right now, he's censoring us. Certain things you can't say.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Right. Certain things, you taking down videos. When he put this new system in, it's not even going to be like censorship. It's going to be, you do this, you're put to death. Okay? So that's why we out here saying, look, man, you're not going to be able to get these rivers and living water and this bread of life much longer. All right? And like hey, you can still say censorship. He's going to, anything that rocks the algorithm, the Israelites are the so-called Negroes. The so-called white man is Esau. Anything that rocks that algorithm, that's going to be a sin, a breaking of the law, punishable by death. And this is what Antiochus did in the ancient world. And guess what? These are the descendants of their wicked, rich Antiochus. This First Maccabees 1 and 41. Moreover, King Antiochus, and some people say Antiochus, tomato, wrote to his whole kingdom. All right, the Grecians was ruling the whole known world when they rose up in the power. And what did the scripture say? Evils multiplied in the earth when they did so. all right, that all should be one people. See, this is what he's going to do, and it's going to be pushed through the money system. That's why all of the economies of the earth are crashing simultaneously. This is by design. So when that's the way he's going to bring all people under one vibration through the money system when he implement this radio frequency identification chip. Well, we have to say the acronym MOTB. Why? Because he censored us from just straight up speaking plainly.
That's right.
All right.
He's going against his own word.
Yeah. All right. Your First Amendment rights. That's showing what's going on with it. They're being taken away, pulled from under. All right. And everyone should leave his laws. So whatever your belief system, whatever your philosophy that you have in your mind, all right, this government is going to do what they did in ancient time past. What is written? Nothing new under the sun. All right? When you go try to live according to your laws, your philosophy, punishment by death. Put him in a concentration camp for re-educating. If he can't be re-educated, send him to the guillotine. This is the times we're living in.
Send him with Israelites.
All right? So all the heathen agreed according to the commandment of the king. All right? So that's what's about to happen right now. All right? That's what the times we're living in. It's about to be an all-out totalitarian society governed by harsh laws where you break the smallest charge is going to be a capital punishment. All right? Saying, I'm not an American. I'm an Israelite. Put him to death. Saying, hey, I think Alphabet Crew, I think they're detestable and abominable. Oh, no, that's against our laws. Put him to death. Hey, it's about to be shrewd, hard, and detestable just like that, because these people of the brazen sort, these scoundrels, this churlish man, all right, he's going to show you forth who he really is. All of this rainbow coalition, we love everybody. He's about to stop that. He's about to put an end to that. He's about to show his horns and be like, you better get down or lay down. All right, so that's why we're out here pushing. Get this knowledge, man. Seek the Lord while he might be found, while he can be found. You're not about to be able to find a man with this knowledge and learn of the Lord in the coming day. We talking about real soon, man. All right, because they're going to deem us heretic. They already deem us heretic, but they're going to deem us domestic terror. And what we're teaching is going to go against the system, and they're going to say we're teaching hate, or we're teaching against the system, and you're not going to be able to get this knowledge. All right? Somebody give me Isaiah 55:6. I ain't forget about you. I'm done. But you still got your precept that you're going to finish before, all right?
No, I'm on Isaiah 55:6.
Bring it out. Oh, that's what you were?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. That's the spirit.
Nah, this is Isaiah chapter 55, verse 6. It says, seek ye the Lord while he may be found.
Now, why would he put the spirit on Isaiah to say, seek the Lord while he may be found? The time is about to come where you're not going to be able to find him. So that wisdom and knowledge that's going to sustain you, where it got to already be.
In you.
You got to be in you.
Not on you, in you.
You got to be in you. All right? The kingdom of heaven is what? Within you.
Come on.
Okay? So you have to get it, because to get this is a labor of love. All right? Somebody give me Revelation 1:3. One of the brothers on the panel. Oh, we good.
I was holding one. I grab it. No, I grab it. No. You hold what you got. Revelation 1:3. Blessed is he that readeth.
All right, so that's how you get the kingdom of heaven inside of you, by reading. Reading becomes, by the opportunity of leisure, a man becomes wise. All right, so you have to read. It's written in another place, study to show thyself approved.
Come on.
All right, but guess what? Somebody have to give you something to study. Give Romans 14:10, I want to say. Romans.
Someone when you have to be taught.
Yeah. How can they know without a preacher? Is that it? It might be 10 and 14. I think it's 10 and 14.
Romans 10 and 14.
I'm dyslexic.
It says, how then shall they call on him in whom they have not believed? All
right, how have we heard? What the second is that 1 Timothy? The laying on the hands by the Presbyterian?
4 and 15.
Yeah,
4 on down.
Yeah. All right. So how did they say we got it? By the laying on the hands by the Presbyterian, by our elders. Our elders are going to give a decree soon to say, hey, it's over. All right, what you learned, what you put in you, it's time. Hey, this is it. We're not teaching anymore. That day is coming real soon. All right, bring it out.
And how shall they believe in him of whom they have not heard?
All right, how are we hearing this thing? From the prophets on the highway.
Right.
So what happens when this devil say, if you teach this, it's gonna put you to death? The prophets are gonna have to go. That's how that famine in the word is gonna be instituted. Bring it out.
And how shall they hear without a preacher?
How you gonna hear without a preacher? How you gonna hear when the prophets go into hide? When Jezebel put out the hit on those prophets, where the fuck they were? Them brothers was in caves. Hey, when Jezebel put out that hit and say, get all those men of the Lord, what were the prophets at?
Okay.
They were in caves, hiding. That same thing is going to happen again. All right? That same thing, that same decree is going to get out. These so-called black Hebrew Israelites, they are terrorists. Anybody that finds them, send them in and we'll give you a bounty, dead or alive. And anybody found aiding or abiding them, we're gonna take you out and all of your family. Okay? That's the times we're living in. So you gotta get this knowledge while you can, why it can be found, why the prophets are out on the highway, why the elders are putting up videos, why the brothers all throughout the four winds is putting on the videos. Get your notepad, get this doctrine, learn, watch, pray. All right? Because hey, give me that 1 Timothy 4. Just get to the point where it say
Presbyterian?
No. Go to the part where it say you'll be able to save you and yourself.
And here
it might be 16.
Yeah, I got you. Yep. This is 1 Timothy chapter 4, verse 16. It says, take heed unto thyself and into the doctrine.
Come on.
Continue in them.
Come on.
For in doing this, thou shalt both save thyself and them that hear thee.
Hey, y'all hold up. Y'all talking too much. Read it again.
This is 1 Timothy 4 and 16. It says, take heed unto thyself and into the doctrine. Continue in them, for in doing this, thou shalt both save thyself and them that hear thee.
All right. So how long have you been going to be able to get this doctrine? Is grace forever?
No.
So he say, take heed that you get this doctrine.
Yeah.
All right. You see a man with this knowledge, what you supposed to do? Wear out his doorstep. All right. Make no tarrying when you come to the Lord. Okay. And put off not day to day. This doctrine is not you. The only way you get this doctrine, what's the only way you get this doctrine? Get 2 Timothy 2 and 3. 2 and 2.
This book of 2 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 2, it says, and the things thou hast heard of me among many witnesses, the same commit thou to faithful men who shall be able to teach others also.
So what happens when the teachers get off the grid? How you gonna get it? You're not gonna get it. So you have to get it
it is while it's hot.
Well, God, we know. Hey, you gotta get it while it's hot, man. You gotta get it while it's hot. And guess what? It's hot as fuck. And the rivers of water gushing, but they're not gonna be here long. Y'all know when certain places have a meal and they got a little deal, Pizza Hut might be like sell a big large meatloaf.
It's a grace fucking period
for $5.
Yeah.
And you go. And how long do they give you that deal forever?
No.
Shit, they might do it for a week or two at best, then it's over. All right, that's an analogy you can use for this truth. You got to get it while you can.
Oh God.
All right, you had something you was bringing out.
This brother was reading back in Jeremiah 49.
All
right, bring that up.
All right, this book of Jeremiah, chapter 49 and verse 10, and it reads, but I have made Esau bare, I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not.
That's why they want to cut off, the men of the Lord. That's why they saying disinformation. That didn't come about until the truth, just got ridiculously, flooded. YouTube got ridiculously flooded with information. People coming out on TikTok, people coming out on all different types of platforms with truth. Now we have misinformation and disinformation is a thing. Okay?
I appreciate it.
You know? And so with that, you know, it's going to be what? They make a man an offender for a word, man. Go ahead and bring out what you got, brother.
This is Amos chapter 5, verse 10. It says, they hate him that rebuketh in the gate.
Right, brother. I'm right. That's the spirit out of the get that. They hate him that rebuketh in the gate. Because what, man? We're going to tell you that sleeping with another man's old lady is off. We're going to tell you that being an alphabet boy is off. We're going to tell you that the so-called white man is the devil. We're going to tell you that you're not supposed to cleave to his ways and his philosophy. We're going to tell you that these wicked holidays, we're going to tell you that this is not our place. We're going to tell you that we are behind enemy lines. All right? So what they make up, go ahead and finish reading.
It says, and they abhor him that speaketh uprightly.
We speak uprightly, bro. But they look at us like we're you know, we're wrong and we're detestable thing. All right? You know, like we're unclean. You know? Because if you don't accept what the alphabet community here, you know, you are what they say, you a bigot or something like that.
Yeah.
I believe that they'll make it to where like you're off.
Hateful.
Like you're weird. Like that guy doesn't like
It's just it basically goes until you're not of us.
Yeah.
All right. Because when you got guys that come amongst the truth with some other off-ass shit, he's gonna get expelled. Like the scripture says, you either with me or you're against me. And guess what Esau counterfeit ass gonna do? He's gonna do the same thing as Yahweh Shai. You're either with me or against me. And I understand because I understand power. Y'all got it?
So check it out. I'm gonna bring out the what you know, bring out what you got.
I got you, brother. Brother, bring it out. I got you. This is action.
Hold on. Bring it. I want to add. I got a piece up. I want to bring out, and I need somebody to get the blue letter.
All right, I got you.
This is what Todd just brought out. This is it goes in there. This is this is 1 Corinthians 4:13. All right. Being defamed, we entreat. All right. He say everybody look at us like we're wicked, like we're off. Right. You know, like we're abominable because we're telling the truth. Right. All right. They hated him that rebuke him in the gate. And we're being defamed, we entreat. And they call us every manner of wickedness under the sun. All right. And what do we keep doing? We keep bringing out this truth. All right. In the face of our enemies. What Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter say? They stood in front of their enemies with great boldness. Okay. We entreat. We still getting it in. We are made as the filth of the world. All right. And are the offscouring of all things unto this day. Now give me that word offscouring. Should go to trash.
Gotcha.
That's how they look at us.
Trash.
Trash. It's trash. Trash.
It says
It's trash.
it says dirt rubbed off.
That's
That's what we're going through.
how they look at us. Hey, that's all they got.
Mm-hmm.
Go to do it have a root word?
Yeah, I got a root word. It says nah, that's it.
Yeah.
The root word I'm going.
So they look at us like we're dirt, like we're trash, man. All right? And it's for bringing forth the truth. When you live in a wicked, perverse world in the land of the valley of the shadow of death, and you're a light bearer, and you have light, what does the darkness do? It attacks the light.
Because it doesn't understand the light.
Yeah.
But the light understands the darkness. The light understands itself and the darkness. The darkness can only stand better. All right, this is Acts 4:18. Right? Okay. And they called them and commanded them not to speak at all, nor teach in the name of Yahweh Shai, who the word really calls Jesus.
And that's the time we're coming in. All right. They're going to come down with great wrath. All right. The devil knows he's coming down with great wrath. All right. So he's going to what? He's going to what? Prevent us from teaching in the name of Yahweh Shai. All right. This is going to happen. All right. So that's going to go into what? Usher in that stamina of the word. All right. You know, it's going to come a time where the apostle, great minister, will be like, you know what? Look, hey, say I can wait. Don't go out there and teach. You know, it's not wise. You know, hey, look, just go in the wilderness. All right, you got to flee from this devil. It's time to go. You know, go ahead, bro.
It's in Jeremiah 7:34. It says, "Then will I cause to cease from the cities of Judah and from the streets of Jerusalem." So, because we're only sent to the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
And we are people for us to play.
That's right. So it says, "Then will I cause to cease from the cities of Judah and from the streets of Jerusalem the voice of mirth, the voice of gladness, the voice of the bridegroom."
And what is this truth? What did it say? How beautiful are the feet of them that bring forth good tidings.
That's right.
And tidings, it makes you happy and jubilant.
That's
right.
It brings forth mirth when you know that a kingdom is coming. These devils going to be trodden down underfoot. We're not going to be in slavery no more. These rat trappers are going to be in order. You know, that's gladness. You know, you feel it? And it says, "And the voice of the bride, for the land shall be desolate." It's going to be desolate of its truth. All right, then it's going to physically be desolate, because the Lord is going to send those nuclear missiles on the place. But this truth is going to be taken out of the planet Earth. All right, you're not going to be able to get this. Okay, you know, it's going to be like what in Zechariah. Then like when it says that I was just taught to keep cattle from my youth. You know, this brother said, "Yeah,
I picked sycamore fruit from my youth." It's Amos, famous Amos.
Go ahead, brother.
It's Amos chapter 8, verse 11. It says, "Behold, the days come, saith the Lord Yahweh, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor of thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord."
And that's right. So we come into that time where it's not going to be a famine of bread and water. All right. It's going to be a famine of His word. All right. It's 100% truth. It's doctrine. All right. That's going to sustain you in a time of trouble. All right. So the Lord is going to come and He's going to take this staff of bread away. All right. From you people. All right.
If you don't mind, so check this out. When you think about it, He says, the scripture says it's not going to be a famine of bread and water, you know, but it's going to be a famine of hearing the word of the Lord. So, but we know that there's a famine of food coming soon.
Exactly.
The supply chain has been broken. So that makes one question. Look, it's how soon is the famine of word going to come? You know, if we know that it's going to be a famine of food, like we've been here, we heard about it all last year. All right, so it's going to catch the words, the actual deed is going to catch up to the word. Okay, and Apostle Tahar did coin this year the hopeful year of all the prophecies coming to pass. The famine of word is a prophecy. Okay, so it's like it makes you like, damn, that's right around the corner. You see,
right? Go ahead, brother.
This verse 12 says, "And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord, and shall not find it."
Right, because they're going to be once upon a time, like, hold on, hey, I seen the bum was on the side of the road. You know, what they were saying, now it's all coming to pass. So I see it now. Then they're going to go look for the word, and they're not going to find it. It's going to come a time where you're not going to find the men operators out with that righteous number on the highways and byways, making these epistles, these videos, all right, to edify you, to tell you what the hell is going on. So people is going to want to know what's going on, what's going to happen next. All right, that's a lot of profit. That's going to know what's going to happen before it happens. All right, you got a piece of them?
I do.
You got one?
This is
I have one too.
This is Zechariah 13:3. It says, and it shall come to pass that when any shall get prophesied, then his father and his mother that begat him shall say unto him, Thou shalt not live, but thou speakest lies in the name of the Lord. And his father and his mother that begat him shall thrust him through when he prophesied. And it shall come to pass. And see, that's why the scripture says that it shall be buried, between the mother and the father. A man is not honored in his own house. All right, it says, and it shall come to pass in that day that the prophet shall be ashamed every one of his visions when he had prophesied, neither wear rough garment to deceive, but he shall say, I am no prophet, I am an husbandman. For a man taught me to keep cattle from my youth.
And that's going into the time, all right, when they seeking that word of the Lord, all right, that's the spirit the Lord gonna put on it. All right, hey, well, I don't know what you're talking about. What did you say? You was that prophet, and I wasn't over there. I was hurt.
Yeah, if I'm meant to do it, I'm gonna get put to death. The new system is played. If I say I'm one of those guys, you try to deceive me so you can take me in and get a bounty and get some money on your chip. You see what I'm saying?
And if I can say, Elder, that goes into 1 Samuel, the 21st chapter, with King David.
Yeah.
When he was fleeing for Saul, he used God. All right.
Yeah.
You
right,
know?
brother.
Oh,
I got one. Somebody else got one.
I got one. Hold up. It's Deuteronomy 12, and I'm gonna start at 31. Thou shalt not do so unto the Lord thy power, but every abomination to the Lord which he hateth have they done unto their powers. And that's talking about the other nations. So the Lord has raised up men to teach you the do's and don'ts, because our people indulge in all of the do's and don'ts. All right. In fact, what I was telling you, give me Matthew 5 and 7. What it is, 5 and 17, real fast. All right. No. You go in the blue letter right there.
Matt, oh, you get it.
This is hey, give Matthew 5 and 17.
This is Matthew 5 and 17. It says, "Think not that I come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am come not to destroy, but to fulfill. For verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law till all be fulfilled."
All right. Now look, get the secular definition for the word tittle. Type in that word tittle to show that the Lord has raised up prophets to teach you knowledge and wisdom. He's raised up men to teach you not to even go off on because the word tittle goes into the smallest point, what you think is insignificant. All right, the Lord wants you to follow all his word. Oh no, man. So you mean I'm gonna go in the lake of fire because I wear two garments that are not the same? The Lord is really gonna kill me because I planted a cucumber seed in the same row as I planted watermelon seed? Did he not say not one tittle? Let's see what the word tittle means. Bring it up.
All right, this is the word tittle in the second definition. It says a tiny amount or part of something.
Come on. It should be another meaning. A tiny mark or part of something. That's what you think is insignificant in the law. The Lord say not one iota. That's what it goes into. Get the definition iota. The word tittle goes into iota too. You don't get it. You keep what you got. Somebody else get the word iota. Bring it out.
You said that's all they got on that.
They don't have more than one definition.
Yeah, they got one more. It says small, written, or printed stroke or that.
That's it. That's anything that has to do with the law. You have to keep it to the smallest point. Oh, what are some laws that people think is insignificant?
Growing a beard.
Fabric.
Plants and seeds.
All right. So planting diverse seeds in the same garden. You see what I'm saying?
Plant seeds, fabric and beard.
Yeah. So the Lord say he's raised up men to teach you not to do these things. These men are not going to be here to shepherd you. You got the word iota?
Yeah.
Bring it out.
Just iota in the dictionary, it says, so the definition you want is an extremely small amount.
The smallest thing. So we got to keep this word what? 100%. You have an unction from your how about you Shai, and you know all things. You see what I'm saying? And guess what? It's not going to be long that you can get taught this. All right? And it says, thou shalt not do so unto the Lord thy power, for every abomination to the Lord which he hateth have they done unto their power. For even their sons and their daughters have burnt in the fire to other powers. And what were they doing? They were sacrificing their children. When you teach your child these philosophies here in America, you're burning your children in the fire. You offer your children up to Molech, to Dagon. Okay? When you teach your child Christmas, Easter, all of the things we learn here in America, democracy. Your child grew up as soon as he go 18, he go in the voting booth. All right? Our law says you cannot do that. Okay? You're sacrificing your child to Esau Edom. Okay? What things soever I command you, observe to do it. How are you going to learn to observe to do it if there's nobody there to teach you? Okay? Thou shalt not add thereto, nor diminish from it. So you're not going to know what to diminish from or what to add on to. Give me Leviticus 10:10. Bring it up.
This is Leviticus chapter 10 and verse 10, and it reads, and that ye may put difference between holy and unholy, and between unclean and clean.
Keep reading.
It says, and that ye may teach the children of Israel all the statutes which the Lord Yahweh Shemel have spoken unto them by the hand of Moses.
Did you see the shit? What the fuck? Hey, that's what they do in the fucking Christian church, Doc. You see them put up his head. Hey, but you know where that shit come? That shit will come from the plantation, man. He wild. Hey,
I think he did that funny.
Yeah,
he did funny. All right?
Yeah.
Hey, but it said that the priest was raised up to do what? Teach the nation holy from unholy, clean from unclean.
Yes,
And the Lord is about to take the priests, the evangelists, the apostles, the deacons, the what else? The
Bishops.
The bishops. He's about to take all of them away where you won't be able to get this knowledge, man. All right? And we're going to be in a full-fledged famine of the word. All right, you got it, brother.
It says, Amos 5 and 13, it says, therefore the prudent shall keep silence in that time, for it is an evil time.
Listen. You Amos 5 or the lot. Yeah, you got it.
Hold on, read it again, brother.
This is Amos 5 and 13. It says, therefore the prudent shall keep silence in that time, for it is an evil time.
Right, because hey, what that scripture says, a prudent man shall what?
A prudent man will see the evil and hide of himself.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So hey, that's the time we're coming in. So
That's why the prudent man gonna be silent.
Yeah.
Hey, it's time to get the fuck out of Dodge, man. Did y'all see what they did to Judas Maccabees on camera? I'm sure
He wasn't supposed to be teaching.
Yeah, I'm sure. The lock in for that.
Inside
Hey,
joke.
but shit like that is gonna happen.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? It's gonna be a time that the prophets are gonna be off, and those that are not aligned with the spirit, they still gonna be out there. And then what's gonna happen? The Lord is gonna make examples.
Yep.
I got a book.
Right.
All right. This is Zechariah 13 and 3. And it shall come to pass that when any shall yet prophesy,
Spirit.
that's what you had out.
We brought it out.
Oh, man, it's a lot, brother. Then his father and his mother that begat him shall say unto him, thou shalt not live, for thou speakest lies in the name of the Lord. And his father and his mother that begat him shall thrust him through, but he shall prophesy.
Because elaborating on that scripture, because they're gonna have a different doctrine. They're gonna have a different understanding. They don't know the times we live.
They're gonna bow down.
Hey,
That's what they're gonna do. Right? If they woe to them that go down, you see?
I thought y'all told me.
You know? So that's the time coming that they're burying, all right? And then ultimately, that's the end of the word, right?
All right. Yeah. This is Matthew chapter 10, verse 34. Yeah. Think not that I come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword.
Sword, all right? What is the sword? All right? It's variety of different swords. You got the Lord sending
it's an instrument of death.
Yeah, the instrument of death, all right? You know,
but listen, not to cut you off, brother, but based on what we bringing up, that in correlation to this scripture, it goes into variance. You heard Yahweh Shai is the reason that Edomites can't come to a table for Thanksgiving and bring up politics. They can't bring up religion. They can't bring up finance. So you got it, brother.
For I come to set a man at variance against his father, right? And the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law.
Because of their unbelief, right? They're not going to grasp when you get your house in order, Hey, look, you can't be doing it. You can't do that. Oh, hold on. Oh no, I can't do that. I can't do that. All right, but hey, ultimately you get marked for death. All right,
And you're gonna have family members that are gonna offer brothers to death. You're gonna have brothers that's gonna do what? Probably have to kill their family members. Right? You know what I'm saying? That's prophecy. That's not something we're saying. You know, it's gonna come to that. It's gonna come that this great red dragon is gonna come down with great wrath because he know he have but a short time, right?
that's right.
So he's gonna have everybody in the spirit that's connected to the matrix to move in the spirit he is. So who is all connected to the matrix? We got a family members that's connected to Western philosophy.
That's where they get their paychecks from.
That's why they went and got tranquilized. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So you might have to put some of them down because they're gonna try to put you down. When resources are diminished, all right, and you can't hardly get them, people do whatever it takes to survive. So if they could get food, water, and raiment for turning you in, you better believe you're gonna see your family members didn't love you. You're gonna see that they love you from a Western perspective, from what the so-called white man type of love is. Because our love is we die for each other.
That's right. That's right.
All right. They don't have that type of love. They offering you up. You got it, brother.
Yeah. But that goes into they had a lot of articles where got the vaccination, the bad against the unvaccinated.
Jump shotters, it's all right though. It's simple to talk. I understand, bro.
Okay. Let me finish it up. This is verse 4. And it shall come to pass in that day that the prophets shall be ashamed, every one of his vision. When he have prophesied, neither shall they wear a rough garment to deceive. Okay? So we're coming into a time where we're going to understand that the time of prophesying is over. Okay? The time of bringing it out is over. The time of persecution has entered in. So we have to choose our word. Well, at that time, they're not going to be choosing their words, okay? Because we're choosing our words carefully, even fucking right now.
You don't know who the devil is by now? I don't know what to say.
That's right. That's right. Verse 5. But he shall say, I am no prophet. I am a husbandman. For man taught me to keep cattle from thy youth. So he's going to go into, look, man, I don't know who you think I am. I don't know what channel you thought you saw me on, but I work a 9 to 5. Okay, I work at McDonald's. I'm a manager. I work at the power plant. I work for the city. I work for the state. Okay, I got my own company.
They just lay me up.
Yeah, hey, look, I'm an ordinary man, just like everybody else.
Look, you know what that was?
Go ahead, you got it.
Hey,
I know where you're going.
Somebody go back to that Amos 8 to 11.
I get it. Hold on, brother. Yeah, somebody go. Amos 8. Hey, that was coming up though, brother. Amos 8 and 11.
His brother had brought it out, but they didn't read.
We'll get it. It's the same, same body. Amos 8 and 11. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord power, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of Yahweh about Shem Yahushua.
So the prophets ain't gonna be prophesied no more. But let's see what case they gonna be in. Keep reading.
Okay. And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord, and they shall not find it.
So that's talking about your ex-girlfriends, thought you were crazy. It's talking about your brothers, your biological brothers thought you were crazy. It's even going into your grandmother who told you that you tripping, that you need to love the so-called white man. That's going into anybody who was that you ministered unto. All right, and that's going to simultaneously bring that fame. Okay, because they're gonna be like, man, I know these cats are saying this. These cats been saying this. Okay, and then they're gonna go from thinking like, well, I know that they was posted up in Lafayette. I know they was posted up in Baton Rouge. I know they was posted up in New Orleans. Let's go to these places, and they're not gonna find it. They're not gonna fight them, and if they do run into them, hey, I kept cattle from my youth. I don't know what you're talking
Man,
about.
you look just like them. You got the same earrings, you got the same swag, you got the same haircut.
It was you.
You know what? It was him.
Hey, you deceiving yourself. You can't believe everything you see on the internet. All right, take it easy.
Hey, you'll lay around there off of a job. You heard me?
What you got, brother?
This is Ezekiel 3:26. It says, "And I will make thy tongue cleave to thy roof of thy mouth, that thou shalt be dumb, and shall not be to them a reprover for their rebellious house."
Right. So, hey, he that is filthy, let him be filthy still.
The Lord not gonna want them to get it.
That's
Because
right.
the only reason they want to get it is why? Because times go hard.
That's right.
Blessed are those that have believed and have not seen. See, those are the household of faith. All right. He said, "I'm gonna laugh at your calamity. When your calamity comes, what? Then you will call on me, but I will not listen." You see, and the way he's gonna hide his face from him is hide his prophets from him.
Mm-hmm.
Please teach me.
It's like it ain't gonna have nothing funny. It just really ain't gonna have nothing funny. It ain't gonna be. And then me personally, I'm coming from the standpoint of I can't tell you shit that I ain't already told you. You know what I'm saying? It was you. It was you that you cast the words of the Lord behind you. You know, it was you. So now you have
fucked up.
Yeah, you got to eat the fruits of your labor. You got to eat. He that is unjust, let him be unjust still. He that is filthy, let him be filthy still. All right. So you got to wear that shit home. And then I like to tell them from you got to stand on what you believe. You got to stand on what you say. At the end of it all, everybody got cards in their hand. Everybody got to flip to see who's close to 21. Who got 21? Sure? That's what it is. You gambling with the Lord whenever you think that it's prophets or low life. You gambling with the Lord whenever you believe that you know it all, or that the name of the Lord is not Yahweh, or that you believe that that we are in the new covenant. You are gambling with the Lord.
Or you can leave the body and do your own goddamn thing.
Yeah, you are gambling with the Lord. You see, and you know what? The Lord is going to require everything that you've done in your body, whether it be good or bad.
That's right.
You see?
Okay, this is Shemaiah. This is 1 Timothy 4 from the top. Now the Spirit speaketh expressly,
Right? But that's what you're witnessing right now.
the Rapakodash,
Right? Speaking expressly. All right? We're bringing out the truth of the scripture. All right? What's going to befall you before it happens. All right? Go ahead.
that in the latter time some shall depart from the faith.
And we witnessing that. And we witnessing this. And we seeing it. All right? We have certain men that was once a part of this are departing from it. All right? That's another topic. But we saying that, hey, look, this is the spirit.
That's not another
All right?
topic, but it is.
The spirit is bearing witness. All right? Go ahead.
Giving heed to seducing spirits
Seducing spirits. All right? Doctrines are going off with
and doctrines of devils,
doctrines of devils. All right? Go ahead.
speaking lies and hypocrisy,
Speaking lies. Take it from the scriptures, the holy scrolls, and added something else. All right? This is hypocrisy.
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 Hey, English ain't good.
Come on.
Happens to the best of
Hey, if it was the paleo, you wouldn't stumble. You heard me? Having their conscience seared with a hot iron.
But what was he saying? A lot of people's minds, majority, you can say billions of fucking people. All right, their minds are sealed with a hot iron. They can't get this knowledge with them understanding.
And for those that are lollygagging, for those that are adhering to it, you're receiving it, is synchronizing with your spirit, tasting. All right, yeah, you drinking these rivers of living water and you're digesting them, but you're scared to come out here before men.
Whoa.
You're scared to come out here and show your face.
Keep going.
You don't have much time to do that. Give me Sirach 5 and 7.
I got you.
You don't have much time to play. That's what we call playing games. All right?
The Lord.
If you believe this is the truth, and you're fully persuaded, you have to come to the altar of Yahweh Shema Shah. All right? The scriptures say we're the offscouring of the nation. They look at us like dirt. So you can't be ashamed to come show your face, because our great king plainly said, those that are ashamed before me in front of men, I'm going to be ashamed of them before my Father.
Bring it out.
All right? All right? We are fools We are fools for Hamashiach's sake. Right? Okay? And you don't have much time to come get it in. The Lord about to close these doors of mercy. The famine of the world is amongst us, and he's about to shut this internet down. Come on, bring it out.
It's Iraq 5 and 7. This is what you want. Make no tarrying and turn to the Lord.
Make no tarrying to come to the Lord. All right? Tarrying means is your bullshit. Your bullshit. You're playing games. All right? All right? What the Lord wants you to deal with him in a sense of urgency. What do he say? Be circumspect because the days are evil. All right? You better come the fuck on before you get your head knocked off. Bring it out.
All right? And put that off from day to day.
Putting that off from day to day. All right? And he's telling you to put that off from day to day because grace is in perpetual. You don't have much time. All right? What does Romans 10 chapter say? Wake up out of deep sleep. Is that 13?
It's 13 and 11.
It's 13. It's high time to wake up out of deep sleep.
Yes.
High time means is a sense of urgency. You don't have much time left. Okay? Bring it out.
For suddenly,
come on,
shall the wrath of the Lord come forth.
and we seeing the birth pains of the wrath of the Lord coming forth. I was looking on the internet. I'm gonna do a video. I'll probably do it tonight. About you got deviants out here just trying to kidnap kids in broad fucking daylight. You get on the internet and they just snatching them and picking them up, running.
And
all that is judgment of the Lord, man. Okay, you had a dude, man. I seen a fucking video. A dude pulled up to the drive-thru at McDonald's or Burger King.
I seen
And
that.
when the
bitch. I'm telling the story, bro. The bitch put a hand out, and he had one of them things that you throw down and lock. What you call them things? I forgot what you call it. You put it on him. It's called a vice something. But anyway, he threw it on her and tried to lock it and yank her out the fucking window. All right? Then it got a video.
That was the barista. That was the chick that served coffee in their underwear and their bras.
No, that's not it.
Oh, so like,
all right. Then it had another one I saw where a dude kidnapped a little girl, like 5 or 6, and had her in a hotel room.
I saw that.
The police
I saw the blood.
The police kicked the fucking door in, and when you walked in there, when the cameras went in there, they got the little girl picked up and then put the nigga in cuffs, but the camera went past the bed and it had blood on the fucking bed. All right? The wrath of the Lord is going to be treacherous. All right? The Lord is about to be unmerciful because they made void his law. All right? The Lord is he's about to do judgments that you wouldn't fathom. He say, I created evil. Lord, if it was a God in heaven, he wouldn't let that happen to that little child. No, he commissioned that. He gave that order. What the fuck is you talking about? That's why you have to come to these rivers of living water and come to men that have this knowledge, because you can learn who the Lord is. He's not what we've been taught. There's just this loving power that just blows kisses and just love everybody. That's lies. Our Lord gets nasty. He gets treacherous. All right? Bring it out, bro.
This is Amos 3 and 6. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid?
Come on.
Shall there be evil in the city, and the Lord had not done it?
Come on.
Surely the Lord Yahweh will do nothing, but he will reveal his secrets unto his prophets.
All right, so when all these calamities come on the city, when all these calamities come on the city, and you see little children getting raped, little children getting put to death and put on barbecue grills, and y'all going way too much. Stop. It's getting ridiculous. No, I know I don't want to hear it. It's getting ridiculous, bro. It's vexing my spirit. So I told y'all this. All right. When you see these calamities coming, and you see children on barbecue grills, all right. You see children get eaten alive, all right. What did it say? He gave that knowledge to his servants, the prophets, to warn you. And guess what he said? He also brought that evil to that city. Okay? So you don't have long to come get this mark of exemption, all right? And get this knowledge, man. We're out here for you. Hey, give me Jeremiah 18 and 20. You got a precept? All right, give me Jeremiah 18 and 20.
I got it. It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 18, and verse 20. It says, "Shall evil be recompensed for good?"
All right, and that's what's happening to us. The servants of Yahweh Shema Shai, what are they out here doing? They bringing forth good tidings. But what do we get in return when we're on the highway? Scorpions. All right, now he said he sent us amongst scorpions and wolves. All right, but we're out here for their good. We're out here come to tell them the truth of the scriptures so they can attain salvation. Bring it out.
It says, "For they have digged a pit for my soul.
Come on.
Remember that I stood before thee to speak good for them."
All right, the prophets are out here for your good, man. We're coming here telling you good tidings. That this so-called white man that had our people in derision and lording on us with an ironclad fist, all right, that he's going to go down. And then what he's done to us, we're going to do to him to the second power. That should be good fucking news. But to somebody that's suffering from acute Stockholm syndrome, okay, they think good is evil and evil is good, and you start loving your oppressor and hating your brother. That's what that wicked wine that Esau has put on our people. So they're not even going to take advantage of the grace given. Bring it out.
It says, "And to turn away thy wrath from them."
All right, and you don't have much time to get this wrath turned from you. And the way this wrath get turned from you is the apostles' doctrine, man. The doctrine that the Lord gave the elder apostles, great millstone, to give to us. All right, that is what's going to turn away the wrath of the Lord from you. Okay, and you don't have much time to get it. You got to get it while the getting is good.
It's going into the bad if you reject how
I know what's next. I just wanted to bring out that part. That's the part I wanted to be. So you don't have much time to get this wrath turned away from you. That's why we doing what we're doing. We believe. So our Lord told us to come out here and do what? Be a light to the Gentiles. Come out here and work for me. Labor for me. All right? And say that the prophets are crying and sighing for the abominations going on around about them. This is us crying right now. All right? This is out here us prophesying against this devil, man. And the Lord had to put men in our life to teach us this knowledge to come do it. All right? He's about to take all his servants off the block. He's about to, all these videos going up. Esau is about to wipe all that shit off of YouTube. Off of anything on the internet that goes against us. He's gonna reboot the system. You ain't gonna be able to find a video on YouTube. You're gonna be able to find Bang Brothers and twerking. You're gonna be able to find all that shit, but you ain't gonna find nobody out here bringing this knowledge and wisdom out. He's gonna censor everything, and you don't have much time, man. You got a precept out? All right, y'all got a precept?
I did earlier about the what you was making. About basically straddling the fence.
Yeah, come. So grace isn't forever. All right? Grace isn't a license to just do wickedly and be in the same estate that you were in before you picked up a Bible. All right? The Lord has a calling call. He has a time where he says, this is it. All right? He has a time when he says, this is the time. The time is now. Okay? And he's going to let those, give me that in Revelation. You know what I want. Revelation 7. From the top.
Let's get it. Revelation from the top. 7 from the top. We speak plainly. Revelation 7:1. And after these things, I saw 4 angels standing on the 4 corners of the earth.
All right, these are 4 archangels. All right, let's see what these archangels are doing.
Holding the 4 winds of the earth.
And somebody give me that for the appointed time and have it. Okay. All right, holding back those 4 winds is destruction, calamity. This is what these 4 winds represent. Cannibalism, worldwide. Pedophilia, worldwide. Murder, worldwide. Civil unrest, worldwide. Diabolical diseases killing millions and millions of people. Worldwide, billions. Worldwide. These 4 winds are calamities, destructions. Hey, give me that in Sirach, what it is, 39?
39 to 28.
Give me that Sirach 39 and 28. Because what are these angels doing? They're holding back what? The 4 winds. Let's see what the 4 winds is. Give me Sirach 39 and 28.
Sirach chapter 39, verse 28, it says, there be the spirits that are created for vengeance.
These 4 angels are spirits created for vengeance. All right? The Lord has these 4 winds holding back vengeance and judgment, calamities, atrocities. Bring it out.
Says, which in their fury lay on sword strokes.
Hey, those 4 winds that we're reading about in Revelation, the 7th chapter, are angels ready to let loose sword strokes in the kingdom of men. Bring it out.
It says, in the time of their destruction,
to do what?
They pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them.
To make, hey, what that boy said on the Players Club, do something to make me feel good. That's going to make the Lord feel good, because everybody that made void his law is disrespecting him and serving. All right? Now, let's see how it's going to play out with these angels holding back the 4 winds. Read that.
And I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living power, and he cried with a loud voice to the 4 angels to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea.
All right, hurt the earth and the sea. The sea represents the peoples of the earth. Now get that in habit.
You know, going back to Revelation, the 17th chapter.
This is Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 2, verse 1. It says, I will stand upon my watch and set me upon a tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. Come on. And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables.
That's the vision. That's what we're reading in Revelation, the 7th chapter. That's the vision. It's been written. Didn't John the Revelator write it?
Hey, you see it, huh?
All right. So what are we waiting for it to do? Bring it out.
That he may run that reader.
Right. When it say he may run that reading, take heed to it. All right. What Luke, the book of Luke, the 12th chapter say? What the servant is supposed to be doing? Preparing themselves. Bring it out.
For the vision is yet for appointed time.
Therefore, it's an appointed time for these angels to get unleashed on humanity, to lay off sword strokes and destroy humanity. Somebody give me Ezekiel 21:10. All right? It's written for what?
Appointed time.
Appointed time. And keep reading.
But at the end it shall speak.
And it shall speak. This is what it's going to do when it speaks. Give me Ezekiel 21:10.
Ezekiel 21:10. And I remember when I came in 18, man, this is my first video. I used it. It is sharper to make a sword slaughter.
The Lord is going to make a sword slaughter for everyone that did not take advantage of grace. For everyone that did submit under his word. And guess what number this sword slaughter is going to go into? It's going to go into the billions. He's going to kill a third of man. So a third of man goes into billions of people are going to die.
So you got 8 billion people on the earth. So a third of 8 is what? Is more than 2.
And that scripture is twofold.
No, it is 2.
The scripture is twofold. It's also talking about Esau getting taken down. But a third of man will be destroyed. All right? First and foremost, it's talking about Esau. All right?
Okay? It's going to be actually more than 2 billion people, because 2 billion people is a fourth. You got 8 billion people on earth. Okay? It is sharpened to make a sword slaughter. It is furbished that it may glitter.
That's what those angels are going to do. All right? They're going to bring that sword slaughter with this sharp sword. And that sword is just an instrument of death. You can die from famine. That's part of the Lord's arsenal. You can die from pestilence. That's part of the Lord's arsenal. You can get beat to death with a bat. You can get
with a fist.
With a fist. You get kicked to death. Guess what else for these whores, hypersexual ass women? You can get raped to death. Oh, yes, it can happen. Did it not happen in the book of Judges? They raped his concubine to death.
Eve don't believe that. Eve
said
she could take whatever.
And the Lord is going to bring that sword judgment, because for a woman to be bought is the mire of the streets. What's the lowest you can do to a woman? The lowest thing you can do to a woman is take what's supposed to be precious against her will. That's what make a woman feel like mud and filth. And just imagine it's 10 guys just going to town. And nobody's coming to help them. Nobody's coming to help. That's part of these judgments that we're talking about. This is going to happen. And it's going to happen. Hey, look, that foul thing going to happen to men too. Anything that go wrong can go wrong. All right? The Lord is going to show forth his power in the kingdom of men. Because when the Lord get through Guess what all of the humans are gonna say? Guess what's gonna happen? They're gonna say, surely there were prophets among us. All right. Then they're gonna start being respecting Yahweh Bashim Shai's name because all of the grief, the turmoil. Just imagine this. Just imagine you get a little ant mound and you over the ant mound. You're like a god to that ant mound. Because guess what you can do? You can make it bad for the ant mound as big as we are. You can pour gasoline on it and put it on fire. You see what I'm saying? You could drench it with water, but I just found out an ant can live 24 hours underwater. Did y'all know that?
An ant can lay right there, separate from their ant bed, and pile one upon another, and make bridges, and there you go, and they can become waterproof. The ones at the bottom suffer for the ones on top, but the ones on top are gonna survive.
But to stay on topic, you as a human, because I used to do it when I was a child. You could just destroy a fucking ant mound. You can pour gas on it. They done.
Yeah, when they surviving on that mound,
you could put poison on it.
Right,
oil. You could do whatever you want to the ant mound. So that's how the Lord is to us. We're nothing but puny humans to him.
Even stepping on
when he's looking at us like we're just a little bit of ants, a little just small organism. And when he sent his wrath and pour out his judgments on the earth, it's like you getting gasoline pointed on the ant mound and just throwing a fire on it and just looking at them burn and saying, "Ooh, okay," because you ants disrespecting me. I created you. I was good to you. I fed you. I took care of you. And this is what you do to me. Here, take this. This is what the Lord is going to do to humanity, man. Those that don't submit to His word. What you about to say?
You brought it out. I was basically just going to say how the ants don't understand where they come from, but we understand after we read.
Oh no! It's written. Give me Ezekiel 33:3. 33 and 33. All right. I'm not bringing it. Yeah. They're going to know where it comes from in the coming days. Get Proverbs 1. And then they will call on me. You know what I'm saying? The ants don't know where it comes from in that analogy, but humanity is going to know who did this to them.
You wanted that 33 and 3?
33 and 33, brother.
Okay. This is Ezekiel chapter 33 and verse 33. And when this cometh to pass, lo, it will come. Then shall they know that a prophet has been among them.
All right, when all these calamities, all of this judgment come on them, if they're going to acknowledge prophets was among them, guess who else they're going to acknowledge? Who gave the prophets what? That message. All right? Who gave the prophets that decrees? Because guess what? The prophets don't have the power. The person that they gave them the decrees is the one that have the power. All right? Bring it up.
You want to read the Proverbs?
Yeah.
You want to start at I can start right at the point.
Yeah, get to the point.
It says, this is Proverbs 1:25. It says, "But ye have said at naught all my counsel, and with none of my reproof."
That's like you ain't do nothing I told you to do. All right? In fact, I sent my prophets to you and you killed them. You killed them. You killed my prophets. Bring it up.
I will also laugh at your calamity when I will mock when your fear comes.
And he's going to bring that fear on you. He's going to bring those calamities on you. Bring it out.
When your fear cometh as a desolation,
come on.
When destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you, then shall they call upon me.
See, they're going to know who the destruction came from. They don't believe us now. They laugh at us. They scoff at us. All right? Yahweh Shai. I believe in Jesus. In the name of Jesus. All right? No. When the Lord get through, they're going to say these prophets told the truth. And what was that name they was teaching in? Yahweh Bashim Shai. Let's call on that name. That means they're going to believe.
But I will not answer.
But I call out Yahweh Bashim
Shai. And they shall seek me early, but they shall not find me.
That's right. All right. So the day is going to come where all of these inhabitants of the earth is going to call on Yahweh Bashim Shai. Because what he's going to do at the threshing floor during the time of threshing. Because what is written in Proverbs is say the blueness of a wound do what? It cleanse away evil. So that's what's going to sober them up. Pain, dread, Your little child getting kidnapped and tortured. What do you think these dudes do those children when they kidnap? These are the spirits that the Lord had put on the earth. That's gonna make people come to their righteous mind. Well, oh man, the Lord is gonna get diabolical. He's gonna send diabolical spirits on this motherfucker, man. You got it, bro.
This is Isaiah 26:9. With my soul have I desired thee in the night. Yea, with my spirit within me I will seek thee early. But when thy judgments are in the earth, the inhabitants of the world will learn righteousness.
And they're going to come to their senses. All right? When your daddy beat your ass, what happens to you? You come to your senses. All right? Pain, what does pain do? Hey, what did pain done to us, right? We are put in this fire. Yahweh put us in pain here in hell. And what does it do? It sobers you up. You come to your senses. All right? When that prodigal son was out there living in that pig pen, he came to his motherfucking senses, man. So when the Lord started bringing those sword judgments on the planet Earth, people are going to come to their senses. And it's going to be too late. If you are here in America, it's going to be too late. You will be destroyed. All right? If y'all don't have no more precepts, you know,
I definitely got one. This is Matthew 7:21. Break it down. Not everyone that saith unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven.
All right, because a lot of people are going to call on Yahweh Shema Shah, but they're not doing it. Not going to do it in sincerity and truth. And this is more so directed towards false prophets, right? Guys that got offended, guys that are in their feelings, and then start teaching other doctrines, or even guys that was under the proper doctrine, but when they was a householder of the house, they dealt with the house in an ill manner. Okay, bring it out.
But he that doeth the will of my Father which is in heaven.
And when you do the will of your Father which is in heaven, you better make sure you're doing it in fear and trembling and decency and order. Okay? Bring it out.
And this one we went down at, because verse 22 is very important. Many will say to me in that day, Lord, Lord, Kamashiach, Yahushua, have we not prophesied in thy name? Question mark. And in thy name have cast out devils, and in thy name done many wonderful works. And we're going to end out on 23. And it's written in red. And then will I, Yahushua, because it's written in red, profess unto them, I never knew you. Depart from me, ye that work iniquity.
All right, that's the false prophet. That's the false teacher. All right, that's the guys that was teaching in the name of Yahweh Shai that went off to the left or to the right. Man. All right, you got guys that think they're in good case and think they're right, but they're sincerely wrong. Ooh. And when the Lord, when the time of threshing comes, they're going to be on the same side as Esau, drinking of the same cup Esau got to drink. But with that, I will reconcile this was edifying to the hearers. So we're going to get infinite honor to our Heavenly Father and our great King.
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, HaKadosh.
We're going to give double honors to our elder apostles, the great millstone, and the bishops of honor. They're worthy of their double honors. Salutations to our fellow laborers in Hamashiach Yahushua, pushing his two cross before winds in this final hour. Shalom one of you, brother. Bob Yasharala. Bob first, I can. BTA.
BTA,